Just imagine this. You walk into the room and something just feels off. Your girl is acting different, distant, maybe even a little too nice, but deep down, you know something's up. Then it hits you. Could she have slept with your friend? That gut-wrenching thought won't leave your head, and you start overanalyzing everything. Well, today I'm breaking down 6 physical signs she just slept with your friend, clear, undeniable clues that she's hiding something. These aren't just random theories. These are real-life signs that men ignore until it's too late. Stick around to the end because the last one is the biggest giveaway. Let's get into it. The first sign. She's too distant or overly affectionate. When a woman cheats, her behavior changes, sometimes in opposite directions. Some women become emotionally distant after sleeping with someone else. She may seem less interested in you, avoid eye contact, and stop being physically affectionate. If your once clingy girl is now acting like a stranger, that's a red flag. On the flip side, some women go overboard with affection to cover up their guilt. She suddenly starts showering you with love, sending you good morning texts she never used to, or initiating intimacy more than usual. If her actions feel unnatural or forced, she might be overcompensating. For example, you hug her and she tenses up like she doesn't want to be touched. Or she randomly cooks your favorite meal and keeps saying how much she loves you, almost like she's convincing herself. Both extremes could mean something's up. Sign number 2. She just showered or changed clothes right before seeing you. If your girl meets up with you right after being with your friend, she'll want to erase the evidence, and that starts with hygiene. If she suddenly takes a shower right before seeing you or changes her clothes the moment she gets home, pay attention. Sure, women like to stay fresh, but this behavior out of the ordinary is suspect. Maybe she usually comes home in her work clothes, but today she's in fresh loungewear, hair still damp. That's a sign she cleaned up before you could notice anything. You go in for a hug and she smells like a fresh layer of perfume, but not like her usual scent. Or she claims she was just chilling at home, but her hair is suspiciously wet. Coincidence? Maybe, but it's worth noting. The third sign, she's unusually defensive about your friend. Women are naturally careful about how they react when guilty. If you mention your friend and she overreacts, it's a problem. A normal response would be casual, but if she snaps, gets angry, or starts flipping the conversation back on you, she might be hiding something. Another thing? She may suddenly stop bringing up that friend at all. If she used to casually mention him in conversations but now avoids his name like the plague, that's another red flag. For instance, you casually say, "I saw Andrew today," and she immediately tenses up or gets defensive. Why are you always bringing him up? Do you not trust me? That's not a normal reaction unless there's something to hide. This one is another interesting sign. She's awkward when you're all in the same room. This one is a big giveaway. If she slept with your friend, she's going to act weird around him, especially if you're both there. She might avoid eye contact with him entirely, keep her distance, or overcompensate by being too friendly. Also, watch how your friend acts. If he's avoiding your gaze, acting nervous, or trying too hard to seem normal, it's because they both know something you don't. Guilt makes people act weird. A typical example is when you invite both of them to hang out, and she suddenly looks at her phone the entire time, avoids sitting near him, or laughs too hard at his jokes. Meanwhile, your friend barely acknowledges her. That awkward tension? It's real. Sign number 5. She avoids intimacy or starts acting different in bed. One of the clearest physical signs is a change in bedroom behavior. If she recently slept with someone else, especially your friend, her desire for you might decrease. She might pull away, say she's tired, or seem uninterested in intimacy altogether. Or she might start doing things in bed that she never did before. Did she suddenly pick up a new move? Is she more confident in a way that doesn't match how she was before? She could have learned something new, and not from you. You go in for a kiss and she turns her head or acts distant. Or during intimacy, she does something new, and when you ask, she brushes it off. Oh, I just saw it in a movie. Be cautious. Lastly, gut feeling and unexplained changes in routine. Your intuition is your biggest weapon. If something feels off, it usually is. Women are creatures of habit, and when they start switching up their routines without a clear reason, it's suspicious. Suddenly taking longer to respond to texts when she used to be quick, making excuses to be alone more often, becoming more secretive with her phone. If she recently slept with your friend, she'll act differently, not just with you, but in general. She might even start arguments over nothing just to create distance between you two. You ask what she did today, and she gives you a vague answer. Oh, just ran some errands. But when you ask which ones, she hesitates. That's a red flag. If you notice 2 or more of these signs, don't ignore them. Women are great at hiding things, but their bodies and behaviors always tell the truth. Pay attention to the shifts, the awkwardness, and most importantly, your gut feeling. Have you ever caught a woman being shady like this? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real talk. I'll see you in the next video.